All right, so we got a topic today: mindfulness during eating. Mindfulness during eating. This is sort of a new concept. I've always had this concept, but it's starting to really resonate with me now that I've sort of become an ethical vegan. Well, I am an ethical vegan now. I had my vegan birthday in March, so I've been vegan a year. March 2015, with the exception of the cod experiment. But I wasn't an ethical vegan at that time, so I was doing that to try and help with injury. But now I'm going to say this is ethical veganism with whole foods, plant-based lifestyle for health and fitness and longevity and life in general, living. Being very conscious and of the foods that I eat, and being just grateful for the nutrients that the plants are giving to your body from the earth. So this mindfulness in eating, the concept of mindfulness in eating, or my concept is before I eat a meal, or before I eat, let's say I'm going to do a mono meal of California mandarins. I think to myself, I look at the mandarin. I kind of breathe it in. I breathe in the concept of a mandarin. I breathe this mandarin into my body. I'm just feeling this mandarin, feeling what it is, where it came from, being thankful that I have a mandarin to be able to eat, to give my body nutrients so that I can continue on and do great things. So breathing in the mandarin and just thinking about this beautiful fruit, or beans, or corn, or rice. So I think about this mandarin. I think, well, where did it come from? It was California mandarin, and then I think this probably came from a beautiful mandarin orchard here in California. It's a farmer's market mandarin, and I just imagine, this mandarin in peak season, just on the tree, and I just imagine it in the elements, just being on the tree. In full awareness of this mandarin, and knowing and visualizing it, thinking about it being there in the mandarin orchard, the elements that it had to bear to get to me, the growth cycle, the energy from the sun, and then I go even as far as think about the human that picked the mandarin for me. To go to market to sell, the process of that, and being appreciative for that, and just really think about the mandarin just being in the truck, then being to get to the farmer's market, and then me purchasing the mandarin, and now it's here with me, and it smells wonderful. It's nutrients that are going to nourish me. And for example, I'm eating here. I made a little Tex-Mex casserole, vegan Tex-Mex casserole. Got some rice, corn, bell pepper, black bean, tomato salsa. So I think to myself, think about the beans. Think about the beans and what they experienced before they got to me in the bean pod, out in the field, the beans and the elements in the bean field. And you think about the rice. You can watch the rice, and it grows, and then it lays over, and in the fall the harvesters come through, the farmers come through, and they harvest that rice, and it's all local rice. I buy local California rice. It's coming from right here. That's really nice. And this tomato here, this tomato is a product of Mexico, so it's traveled a long way in off-season, in the United States off-season, to bring me the nutrients of a tomato. Now, really good. You can see this tomato is still on the vine. It probably has kind of sort of died because the vine is pretty wilted, but that being said, what did this tomato experience to get to me? And just breathing in that tomato, breathing in the germination of the seed and the soil and growth. So my practice of mindfulness of eating and being thankful that those foods have been grown to me by good people, and being able to have the fortune to enjoy the wonderful plant-based lifestyle and eat as much fruit as I care for, or as much grains as I care for, keeping it low fat, whole foods, vegan diet.